Well, I'm back. It's been a while since I've made a YouTube video, but don't worry, I have a reason. I've been doing a lot lately with all the tractors and my truck and all kinds of stuff. I haven't been making a YouTube video lately. So anyway, here's an update. Now this tractor, the Massey Harris, I have not done anything with this tractor since my last video. Haven't even started, I haven't even been near it. Maybe I'll make another video of this thing soon. But sooner or later I'll make one. Now this tractor I haven't done anything with. I still got the snowplow on it, I better take that off. I'm gonna need to get the rototiller out and rotate my garden, which is way over yonder, way out there. About where my barn is. Yeah, so I'm gonna get this thing in the rototiller and we'll see if we can rototill. But not today. So I have a couple other things I'm gonna be doing. Anyway, let's move on. Now this tractor I've done a couple of things with. First off, I had to change the wheel bearing on this wheel. This little cover, spin the 3 bolts off, pull it off, you can pull the outer bearing off, it disintegrated, fell into a million pieces. Broken, twisted, so I spent 50 bucks on a new bearing and seals and everything that goes in there. I replaced the valve cores here on the back tire. Let me show you. Where is it? There it is. Spent 10 bucks on one of those, and I bought a spare one for the other wheel in case that one goes bad. I converted the battery terminal to top terminal. And that's pretty much it for this tractor. Oh, one more thing about the front wheels. As you can notice, these little tabs, they're supposed to be on the inside of the spider here, but because I take these wheels off so often because of flat tires, it's really hard to get them off. So I put the spiders on the outside, so all I gotta do is loosen the 4 bolts and pull it right off. Did that with both wheels. I see a lot of people doing that to their Farmals. Like putting the wheels on the outside of the spider. Mine used to be on the inside, but put them on the outside. It's easier now. Something else I'd like to do. The little pin in there for the, I don't know if you can see it, but right in there for the hand crank, it broke off, so I can't use the hand crank. It's seized up. But I'm gonna see if I can unseize it. See if I can use the hand crank. Because my starter's going bad. So anyway, let's move on. Now this is a tractor I haven't mentioned in a while. The Dynamark. AKA my loader. I'm just going to call it the loader because it's easy. I've done a few things with this thing. I replaced the front tire. And the reason why, way over yonder is my pond. I was working down there. I had a full bucket of dirt. All of a sudden, boom! This tire exploded, and at first I thought the engine blew, but I'm glad it didn't. Sounded like a gun went off, this thing was so noisy. So anyway, a friend of mine gave me a tire for free, and it works. And the next thing, I have a new pulley right there. The old pulley that was right there, idler pulley, keeps this second belt taut, compared to this belt. The bearing in here went bad, and this pulley was tilted about 30 degrees and was rubbing on the frame, and it was about to trash the belt. This is the second belt, this secondary belt. This is the second time I've replaced the belt in the 26 years I've had this tractor, or so. I've had it since the 80s or 70s, or I can't remember. It's been a while. The next thing I did, I replaced the starter motor. So you can see it's a different color to the engine. I have a similar engine, 10 horsepower Kohler. Well, the other one's a Craftsman, but this is a Kohler. They're the same engines. Starters were exactly the same, so I pulled the one off and put it on this thing, and it's working great. Now the next thing I did, the key switch. I replaced that one. One time when I opened the hood yesterday, I opened the hood. I went to pull the wires off, and 2 terminals rotted and broke off. That sucked. Well, whatever. At least I had a key switch laying around, and plus I fixed the exhaust. It was broken right here. So I fixed that and added about 6 to 8 inches to the exhaust, so now it's taller than normal. Now I'm not getting asphyxiated by the fumes. Anyway, let's move on. Ford F-350, the 86 model. I have done quite a lot with this truck since my last YouTube video about this thing. As a matter of fact, this thing's about to be street legal. Hasn't been street legal since 2005. So, it's pretty much done. Just got to get this unit off, which will be simple. Just take it to my racetrack. And take it onto one of the bigger jumps, back up to it, and back it onto that truck over there. And that's it. This thing's about done. Alright, let's move on. The Ferguson. As a matter of fact, I've done absolutely nothing with this tractor. All I've used it was for some heavy lifting. And I've been doing some yard work with it, with the slip scoop. So there's nothing for this tractor. Anyway, there's one more thing I want to talk about. Now, under these 2 tarps and right there are 3 diesel engines. This is a Mercedes. This one's my Thermo King that you've seen videos of before. Let me pull the tarp off. As you can see, it's been sitting under this tarp. I used this tractor to move it. It used to sit right there because I have a project. But it's right under that tarp, and I'll show you later. I'm not going to show you in this video. I'll probably show you in the next video if I get the time. No, it's not going to involve these diesels, so I'll talk about that later. Alright, that's pretty much it. Talk to you later. Bye.